class, so we proceed with the example of all the Simpsons. 1/3, multiple 1/3, 3/8, and also multiple 3/8. Okay, so I'm using the same function like the previous one, like what we do for trapezoidal, which is fx equal to 0.2 minus 2x squared plus 40x power 5. Okay, and then from A equal to 0 to B equal to 0.8. Okay, so I will use this formula and also the what we call the limit lah, A0 until 0.8. So my first question is, I want to solve it by using Simpsons 1/3. Okay, Simpsons 1/3. So and then the question doesn't state any n. Okay, what is the n, what is the h, and so on, because you can find it by yourself without mention in the question. Betul? Okay, betul tak? Because of what? Because of your h you can find by yourself, which is h is equal to b minus a divided by n, right? So you already have b, you have n a. What's about your n? N is doesn't state here, but you know that if Simpsons 1/3, your n is always will be 2. Memang akan 2, always, tak ada pun pilihan lain, tak ada. So now your h will be b minus a divided by n. So your b is 0.8 and your a is 0, so 0.8 divided by 2. So your h now is 0.4. Okay, and then by using the formula, okay, you write first your formula, so h/3, right? And then fx0 plus 4fx1 plus fx2. And it's already fixed. Okay, fixed. These three terms je. Okay, so you need to find what is your fx0, what is your fx1, and fx2. So your x0 first. What is your x0? Your x0 will be the first one, which is 0 lah. And your fxn will be, your last point or x2 now will be 0.8. And then the gap from x0 to x1, the step size. What is the step size just now? Your step size 0.4. So means that from 0 until 0.4. And then if you want to double check, you can check whether the last point is correct or not, 0.8. So from 0.4 plus with your step size 0.4, you will get 0.8. So means that it's all correct. So now you want to find your fx0, fx1, and also fx2. Okay, so just substitute lah 0 into the function 0.4 and so on. So you will get 0.2, 0.2896, 12.0272. So you already get all this, and then substitute into this formula. Okay, substitute back into this formula, and suppose your final answer will be 1.7847. Okay, 1.7847. Okay, alright. Okay, right. So now we proceed with the multiple 1/3. Okay. So the function is still the same. Okay, I don't want to write it back here. So the function is still the same. The limit also is still the same. But now the formula for multiple Simpson 1/3 is given by h/3. So the formula will be same juga. But now you will have 4fx1 plus blah blah blah, right? Plus 2fx2 blah dot 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 n. So this is the general formula. Okay, so the first thing first, you need to find out your h. So your h will be 0.8. Oh, sorry, jap. I think I need to write the what we call the question. Okay, so like I said, your function will be same. Okay, but now you will use Simpsons 1/3 with n equal to 4. Okay, even though this question doesn't state it's a multiple application, tak ada pun perkataan multiple application, but you need to know that this is the meaning of multiple what we call multiple application punya type of question. Because of what? Because the n is not equal to 2. Okay, you can see that your n is not equal to 2, right? So means that it's not a Simpson 1/3, the basic one, which is the previous one. It must be a multiple application of Simpson 1/3 because your n is 4. Okay, others than 2, selain 2 dia akan jadi multiple application. Even though dalam soalan ni tak ada pun mention is a multiple application, but we know it is a multiple application due to the n. Okay, so you will get your H. Okay, your H will be 0.8 divided by 4, so means that your H now is 0.2. So you will find x0, x1, x2, x3. Okay, we start on 0 and then the next point is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6 and the last one is 0.8. And then you find out what is your fx0, fx1, fx2, fx3 and the last one fx4. So actually all this you already get, or you already do it in the trapezoidal, right? So because of function the same, and then as announcement tu dah kira dalam trapezoidal, so I don't want to write it back here. You can refer to the previous video. Okay, and then now the formula itself. Okay, the formula for multiple is same, h/3, but now, okay, but now the changes or the difference here is on the between one. Okay, dengan kat sini lah. So if you still remember for trapezoidal, for the multiple application 1/3, it must be 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, right? So we will start for fx1, and then 2fx2, and then 4fx3, and then you need proceed to 2fx4, is it? Bukan, salah. Kalau you proceed dengan 2fx4 means that your formula is wrong. Because of you can see that x1 is the last point, so you need to stop here. So if the last point they have no any multiplication in front of it, right? So the original, the first and the last one must be the original one without any multiplication. So this is the formula. So let's say, assume, let's say you have x5, x6, x7, x8 for example. So means that this formula will be x10. Okay, x10 means that 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2 until you finish all the data given. So this is the formula lah for this question lah. Okay, fx0 and the plus 4fx1 plus 2fx2 plus 4fx3 plus fx4. And the same thing what we do next is just substitute all the value that you have here to this one, and then you will get the answer will be 1.5799. So this is the answer. Okay, so my question now, between the Simpson 1/3 and also multiple application of Simpson 1/3, which one that you think that it give you more accurate answer? Okay, for this question, for this type of question, what we do is you need to get your to get your true value, and then what we do is just because all this is a approximation value, so that true value you minus with the approximation value, and then you will get the error. So do it the same thing for the Simpson 1/3, you will get the error and then compare the error. So this is how type of question in the final. Usually, okay, dia dah suruh you calculate, and then you will ask which one is better, which one is more accurate, and so on. So for this type of question, you need to play with the error. Okay, so you need to know how to find the true value. Okay, right. So I think for the Simpson 2/8, I don't want to show here. I mean, I think it's enough because of it's similar, just different is on the formula. Okay, just different on the formula. So I hope that you can answer all of these. If you feel that the slide is not enough, okay, the example is not enough, you can find out in another video, YouTube, in the Google. Okay, right? Okay, so yeah, that's it. We are finished for numerical integration. So, but I just want to highlight that make sure the formula all correct. Okay, please don't get confused between multiple 1/3, multiple 2/8, and so on, because it's simple. You just substitute the values, okay? And one more thing that I said just now, maybe in your final will be asked like open-ended question like that. Which method is more accurate? Which method that give a best answer, and so on, okay? So you need to know how to identify it. So like I said just now, you need to play with the errors. So you need to find the errors. Okay, so that's it. So we are finished on the topic of integration. We also finished on the differentiation and so on. So the next week class we will proceed with the new chapter. So I think that chapter will be the new thing for you. Okay, and of course all of this will come out in your final. Okay, alright, so see you later.